Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. I'm Kim Cohen and I'm so grateful to have you here on this channel. What I teach is how to turn to the things that you're passionate about, the things that you love talking about, the things that light your heart up on fire, turn it into money, manifesting stuff, money, mindset, all the things, breaking the habit of being yourself. That is what we do here. And yay, look at me 3 days in a row doing a live. What? Yeah, that gets to be exciting and fun. And this was actually a topic that I wanted to talk about yesterday, but since we were running late to the movie, so I said I would save it for today. I kind of like to do stuff and minimize my experience through them. I want more. I want to leave myself always and forever wanting more, instead of draining my energy field. We kind of talked about that the last few days, but so I'll do something like a live and I'll want to go again. I want to do 2. And I'm like, no, wait till tomorrow. And then it gets me even more excited for tomorrow, today. And then it just kind of creates this drive and flow and just a very fun and flow energy. Hi, Robin. How are you? Glad you got here. We're just getting started. And today, this was something that was on my heart. It's actually been in my heart a couple of days now and weeks now. And it's always this ongoing topic. And I was going to create a reel about it, but I feel we should just have a discussion about it. So without further ado, let's talk about one of the biggest energy leaks, energy drainers in your fields that you are exposed to on an everyday basis and you don't even realize it. And that is, I know this is going to sound crazy and silly and how is this even coming from me? It is scrolling through other people's content for hours and days. And it's kind of nuts, how our brain has been programmed to operate in these times of age. Sometimes we don't even realize it, and we're always just it's on autopilot. We just scroll back to Instagram, go, we're doing other thing, and then we go back to Instagram, and it's this on autopilot thing. It's a habit that we developed. And I want to talk about this for a second because I know this from my experiences. I know this from close people of mine. I know this from my followers and my audience and clients, and just I have so many different levels of explaining this and teaching this and kind of the overview of this. So literally one of the worst things that you can do is just sit on Instagram for hours and hours. And we actually know this. And it's how do I say that while meanwhile being a content creator, right? This is my job, man. I create content for a living. I create digital products for a living. I coach, but I'm on this app constantly. But what you might find surprising as fudge is when I'm in my zone, when I'm in my field, when I'm in my energy field, I spend the time on here creating content, but I don't spend a lot of time consuming content. And there's a reason for that. So many reasons, honestly. I do sometimes for inspiration. But what happens is when you consume so much content, your brain's dopamine level, there's so many places that we can take this, but scrolling through content, seeing things, and I'm all about seeing inspiration, right? But I learned that not everyone kind of follows the types of accounts that I follow. I really follow accounts for inspiration, for growing my business. That's the kind of content that I consume with, growing my mindset, growing, my spiritual level, growing my bank account. It's very, I don't know how to explain it. I use it as a tool for education and inspiration, but I also know when to cut it. I know that you can set these alarms on your phone that Ben does, but I don't do that. I think that's come on, let's have some self-boundaries. But anyways, what happens is, here's the thing. I used to have this habit where for many years, and that's kind of how I build my channel and how I build my following. For many years, every single day at around between 9 a.m. and 12 p.m., I would post something on my feed for years. Like on like a photo. It used to be a photo and then it became videos and things like that. And I kind of like got into the habit of doing that. And that's kind of how I grew my audience and my channels and all the things. Now, in between those phases, sometimes I would go through these phases where I would get burnt out. And when you get burnt out, you just want to like take a breather and not do the work and like scroll through other people's shit because you're just like exhausted or you're just going through shit in life, right? And what happens is it really fucks with our head, man. It fucks with our head when we see other people having better experiences than us, other people having more money than us, better clothes, better looking, better da 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 da. Like, and it kind of makes you feel like you're not enough. I don't have that in me. I always think that I'm enough. I've done so much work on myself, but I know that this is something that happens to people because I love to like pick at people's brains and ask them why they do the things that they do or why they don't do the things that they do. And with that being said, there's been phases where I don't create content. And what ends up happening is it almost stacks up this like stagnant energy of just seeing other people's stuff, being like, it's kind of like what we talked about a few days ago. It's like, I want to start. This was like my first live, like 3 days ago. I want to start, but like, I don't even know what to do, but I already passed so much time has passed. And like, you get into this like mind and circle. And again, it's okay to consume people's content at a limitation. Because what ends up happening is you start feeding your dopamine levels to like a crazy degree and you want more and you want more and you keep scrolling through it and you don't even know what you're doing. And meanwhile, you're wasting hours and days and all the things. And as a person who's scrolled through people's shit, not that often, but through certain phases in my life versus a person who creates the content, there's such a different energy field. There is such a different field when you're actually creating. When you're in the field of creation, there's so much, it's such a light energy. It's such a breathable energy. It's such an inspirational energy when you post things. And especially things that are meaningful to you. And especially things that inspire people. That's like the perfect alignment, right? There's such a fulfillment energy to that, and it is a serving energy, in my opinion. Like, do I want to say my full opinion? Like, I feel fucking terrible saying this. Like, I'm sorry to my friends that do this, but like, I feel like there's also like, you know, I'm not posting fucking selfies or pictures of my ass and my tits like 24/7. I feel like that's like kind of a different energy, but if it makes you money, that's fine. Sorry, I literally can't contain yourself. If it makes you money, that's great and that's fine. But if there's like no purpose and you're doing it just to get attention, you're gonna get like a very negative energy. Sorry, I can't be filtered. I don't know what the fuck to say sometimes. But anyways, the energy of creating content is so different than the energy of scrolling through other people's content. In fact, like when I scroll through people's content, it literally gives me anxiety sometimes. I'm like, like, wait, should I be in Greece? Should I be in Italy? Like, oh my God, everyone's here, everyone's there. Wait, hold on. Oh, I need to buy this dress. Like, it just gets like, and then you feel like you're stuck. And like, it's a very like a frustrating energy thing. And it actually like spending all that time watching other people do their life instead of doing your life creates a stagnant energy. It creates an envy energy. And in my opinion, it creates like a low vibrational field in your field. And a lot of it is really subconscious, and yet we're so addicted to it because we need our dopamine dose, right? And so we keep going back to it. And for a while, so, you know, I do what it is that I do. I post content, and I do want to say this, like, if I don't post things on my feed every fucking day of my life, practically, basically, like, there's like many days that I don't show up on social media at least once a day. That's so fucking rare in the last 9 years. Like, truth to God. I show up on stories like literally every day, and you guys know this about me because it's really fulfilling. Like, it really is. Sharing, inspiring, all those things with people. It's really fulfilling. Hello. It's really inspiring and it's really fulfilling. But I really hate the energy and how I feel when I just scroll through people's shit and I don't create my own content. I fucking hate that energy, like straight up. Now, when I met Ben was not a social media person. He kind of like bulked a bunch of like content, like boom, 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 like those crazy people that post like, 9 videos a day to bulk their feed. And then he didn't get the type of engagement he wanted and he stopped scrolling through it. But Ben was also like following really fucking shitty accounts, like, and he knows this because he's like, Instagram is shit. And I was like, hi, it's my life, it's my job, it's my career. Like, it's not my life, but it's like, this is how I make money. This is like how I make friends around the fucking world. Like, this app has changed my fucking life for the better. But it was so crazy to me to date someone who has a complete polar opposite experience. And I couldn't understand at first because I do create content and I do feel inspired and enlightened every single time that I do that. And I couldn't understand how my partner thinks it's like the worst thing ever. And then I kind of like took his phone and I started to scroll through like his feed, like what kind of content is this person consuming? And it was like, I don't even know how to explain it. It was randomness and it was people living their best life, but like not even that. It was just random ass shit. And I took his fucking phone and I was like, listen, we need to clean some of this up. Like, you're following some shit that makes you feel horrible. And like, I don't see the point of it. So let's like, can you just give me your phone? I'm going to go to see what accounts I follow and I'm going to start following some of these accounts on your phone. And I started to have him follow accounts that talk about mindset and spirituality and amazing travel destinations and things that are actually like positive energy versus the kind of shit that he was consuming, like his friends fucking partying like idiots. I can't, like, just some low vibrational shit, like drunk, dumb college shit. And like, of course, like that's not Ben. So it's like, that's not inspiring to him. And then on the flip side, he was like following these people that had these like crazy life. It was like, there's no in between. And there was no content that he follows that actually created growth for his mindset and his like well-being, honestly. And even so for a while it was great. That was working. And then for a while he decided to delete the app. And I was like, why would you do that? And he's like, because I don't want to like waste my time watching other people live their fucking life. And I was like, wow. I never thought about it because I'm the other side of that. I'm showing people how I live my fucking life, and I think it's great, and I hope it's inspiring, and I hope it creates drive and inspiration. And so here's like the bottom line, because I can talk about this for 100 years. The bottom line is this. I'm like, how do I say this? If you're on Instagram and you're only scrolling through other people's shit, it's such a fucking waste of your time and energy. I love you and I'm sorry, but it's the truth. This app, people on this app make so much fucking money. 5 figures, 4 figures, 5 figures, 6 figures, 7 figures a fucking month. Some people even make 8 and 9. I know that sounds nuts, but I follow these fucking people and I know them, I follow them, I see it. And these people aren't wasting their time scrolling through other people's shit. They're creating content to make them money, like straight up. And that's a completely different experience than scrolling through other people's shit. It really is. And honestly, it doesn't have to take a long time. And it's all about like baby steps to big success. I told you guys, it's one of my favorite quotes. Baby steps to big success. Posting something, just like small, every single day. You fucking rack that shit up. You can literally build a fucking business online. Like, in this day and age, like, this is why the app changed so much, because so many people figured this out. They figure out how to make money through this app, and I would just hate for you to waste your fucking time and energy. Like, there's so much energetic fulfillment by literally creating content that's aligned with something that will make you money. It is such a different energetics, 1000% and completely. And I don't know, like, think about it, man. Like, this app can make you so much fucking money. You can sell your digital products on this app. You can advertise your businesses. You can advertise new products that you create for free on this app. Like, people back in the day used to have to like rent out like billboards and magazine ads and like all sorts of freaking ads in like different places and hope that maybe potentially somebody might buy the product that they're, you know, interested in. But, and I know that like a lot of people say this too. They're like, Kim, I'm not you. I don't have that kind of confidence. I can't get on camera. I can't do what you do. I'm shy. I'm introverted. Like, it's literally like the epitome story of like the last few weeks is like, people are like, I want to do what you do, but I'm so shy. And it's like, I've said this over and over again. Like, I was not this. I was not like zero fucks on camera, like talking with confidence and knowing what the fuck I'm talking about. Like, it took time. It took practice. But like, at the end of the road equaled freedom. It equaled freedom to me. It equaled doing whatever the fuck I want to do, whenever the fuck I want to do it. And all I had to do was get on camera every once in a while. And I didn't even have to. It was a choice, right? It was definitely a choice. But that choice that I decided to make, like, so hold on. So I get to post photos and videos and talk about my life, and I can just make money from it, and I don't have to like go into an office, and I don't need to have a manager, and I don't need to have a real job, and I get to like hang out with my dog, who's like, I always jokingly say that he's the love of my life. I always tell Ben, you're the love of my life after Peanut. It's like, oh, it's a thing, right? I get to hang out with my dog and not have to worry about him being at home all day. I get to garden, I get to cook, I get to like sit on the couch, wake up in the morning, make my coffee, do my shit, meditations, hang out with my future husband, like go to the beach if I want to, go to the lagoon. Like, I get to do whatever I want to, whenever I want to, because I chose to use Instagram in a completely different way than I want to say most people use it. And the reward has been obviously so fucking beneficial, man. I've been here for fucking 9 years. And there were struggles, and there were hard times, and there were crazy times. See how many fucking people try to sabotage my fucking career? Like, are you kidding? Insanity. I mean, insanity. It always cracks me up. I do have a good sense of humor for like when people bully me at this point. Like, I'm entertained, and I always end up cracking up over it. But like, this is like this now. Like, I get to do this, and it gets to make me money, and it gets to it's not about even making money. It's about like, this equals freedom. The end goal is always freedom. And freedom might look very different to each and every single one of us. To me, it's doing whatever the fuck I want, whenever the fuck I want, because I want to. Buying whatever the fuck I want, doing whatever the fuck I want, whenever I fucking want to. If it's ordering Uber Eats 3 times a day because I can and because I want to and because I'm craving some fucking shit right now and I want to eat it and pretend like my balcony is a fucking restaurant underneath the stars, and like just doing life like in my terms, that gets to be so rewarding. And so I do want to say this, like, you don't have to be a camera person. You don't have to get on camera. You don't have to do stories. You don't fucking have to do anything. The amazing thing about creating a business online, and especially on Instagram, is that you get to make up your own fucking rules. It really gets to be that easy. You don't want to do stories? You want to just do reels? Fine. You want to do like just feeds of quotes or like educational slides but never show your fucking face? Like, fine. Like, it's still creative energy. It's still productive. And it's such a different energy. It really, 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 really is. And so instead of sitting here, not here, you can be here with me right now. Thank you. I do appreciate everyone that's here. And everyone that's going to watch the replays. But like, instead of wasting that time of scrolling through other people's shit, like, make fucking content that's going to make you money. Start a business that's going to make you money. Like today, not tomorrow, not the next day, not on the fucking first of the month. Like, just fucking start. Just fucking start. I know I cuss a lot. Like, what the fuck can I do? Like, this is just me. Like, deal with it. It really gets to be easy, and the only person that gets in the way of your success is you. And I feel like everyone needs to take responsibility for that. Like, I take full responsibility for that, like in my field. I know that the only person that ever gets in the way of my success is me. And then you work on that once you actually take responsibility for it. But if you don't take responsibility for it, how is shit ever going to change? It's not. Right? It really starts off with like one post and another post and like seeing how you feel about it. But like when you get to post things that make you happy, things that light your fucking heart up on fire, when you get to make digital products that are aligned with your purpose, with your mission, with the shit that you love talking about, your struggles, the things that you learned in life, your pain, your struggles, your overcoming things. When you get to create a community of people that are into the same shit as you are, it feels so fucking good. It feels so fucking good. It really does. Saying that, it makes me think of like my QAnon days. I had a subject, and if you don't know what that means, it's too long of a story to explain. But like my QAnon days, like I had a passion. I had something that I felt like I fucking had to share with the world. Something that I knew that like I felt like not enough people knew about. And I just was like, I have no one to talk to about this. I'm really fucking passionate about this shit. I really want to help people with this shit. I don't know people that are into this shit, which is not shit. It's like life-changing shit. But I didn't know what to do. So you know what I did? I got on YouTube. And I started sharing what I know. And through that, I built such a fucking crazy, wild community. And like, if you guys know, you know, like in 2 weeks, I fucking blew up. And I don't regret a single thing. My shit got hacked. Weird things happened for sure. Big publications wrote articles about me, the Huffington Post. So many freaking things happened. But you know what? I would never change it. Some of you guys that follow me today wouldn't be here if it wasn't for that risk that I took. Some of you guys wouldn't know my quirky, silly, fucking nuts personality if it wasn't for that risk that I took. God, like there's so much to be said. Like some of my closest friends are because of that risk that I took. And like in retrospect, like it was a risk, but it also wasn't a risk. I was just sharing what I'm passionate about, what I fucking loved. And people were drawn to that. And I built a fucking community of that. And it was powerful. And I obviously did get to make money during that timeline. Right? And I can't tell you how good it felt when I was making those videos all the time. I obviously can't do that because of what ended up happening with censorship and shit. But I can't even talk about the shit right now. But there's so much power behind creating content that's meaningful to you, creating digital products, courses, programs, ebooks with things that you're passionate about. You get to draw people into your world that you didn't know existed, that you didn't know struggled with the same thing, that you didn't know loved the same thing. And it gets to be such a beautiful harmony of energy. And so if you're going to like spend/waste any time on social media, do it to A, get educated, right? And do it B, to grow a fucking business. To grow a fucking business, you guys. Like, if I wanted to, I can disappear for 2 months and my business would still be going and growing because of all the momentum and all the things that I built through the years. But it really started with like one day taking and making a decision that like obviously altered and changed my fucking life, like for the best ever. Can I take a sip of water? Hold on. Any questions? Anyone? Yes, no, maybe so. And so it gets to be like really beautiful on the creative end. And I know a lot of people have like a lot of resistance, like I want to, but I can't, but I'm shy, but I want to. But like, be fearless. Take a step. It's changed my life. It's changed a lot of people's lives. And I don't know how to explain this. Like, I've obviously changed my career from being like a travel blogger. Like, I'm not going to say I'm not one completely because I fucking still love traveling and stuff. It's just not my number one priority. My number one priority is to inspire and help people make their dreams come true and make money online off of the things that they're passionate about. And I can't tell you how fulfilling it is to be able to create programs and courses to help people and then get to create content around that, talking about the things that I love. Like, that gets to be so fucking rewarding and so special. It really does. And you know what? I can't also tell you how many times someone has seen one of my reels, randomly discovered me from like a reel that I made, a video that I made, and was like, hey, just signed up to your course. Ka-ching, $500. Like, love what you're making, love what you're doing. Like, from like hashtags and randomness. And also being energetically aligned, like, for sure, like that manifestation power. But that gets to be very powerful. And with that being said, I think I'm going to step off because I feel like this is excessively long and then it takes me forever to fucking save the video and upload it on YouTube. But I hope you took something away from this. And I also want to say this actually before I go, is one of the biggest mistakes that people make is they think that first they need to grow an audience and then they create the digital product or then they figure out how to make money. And it's not true. It's actually the other way around. If I were to start my career completely brand new, I do want to say this. If I were to go back 9 years ago and know what I know today, I would create an ebook and already have like a course, like kind of an idea of a course lined up, if not have both. But I would first create an ebook. I would be in the process of creating a course or a masterclass. And then I would start creating content. And then I would start opening my blog, doing a YouTube channel, and starting an Instagram account and all the things, and creating content around my digital product. 1,000%. This is like, if I were to go back in time, that's exactly what I do. I would start off with an ebook, 1,000%. And I've kind of talked about this on stories today. I'm going to add it on here because I don't really feel like repeating myself. But it gets, but I will. I'm such a crackhead. It gets to having people step into your world and see like your value, how you teach, what you teach, makes them want to step into your future programs, into your future things. Because they see that they're actually getting a value off of a product that's not that much, and it's like less of a risk for them than a course that's $500 or, you know, whatever it is, right? Like, there are different, like, when you start with an ebook, people get to tap into your world in a way that's like very risk-free to them. And it just gets to be like an easy flow of energy. And once they do that, they're like, what else does this person have? I do that all the time. I always buy people shit. I'll see, like, sometimes I feel called to buy the most expensive thing, but sometimes I'm like, who is this person? I do not know. So let's just try to go with that. And then I buy them. I'm like, oh my God, that was so fucking good. Like, what else can I buy from this person? Like, that's the fucking energy and the vibe. And then I spend like thousands of dollars with a specific person. But it really, so many people that I look back at's career, as a coach, as a mentor, and when I say coach too, like, it can be like a gym coach. It can be like a fitness coach. It can be a dietitianist, a holistic coach, like an astrologer coach. Like, I mean it in all categories, shapes, and forms. Like, people that I know, and I really, like, I'm detailed as fuck. I watch people's process. I have a memory of, what is it? Is it an elephant that I have the best memory? Like, I have a psychotic memory. I am so fucking detailed. I watch people's process and I remember every fucking thing that they did. And I'm monitoring like multiple people at the same time. And I've noticed over and over again, it always fucking started with an ebook. It always started with an ebook. And then it became a masterclass. And then it became a membership program. And then it became a course. And then it became coaching one-on-one. Somehow, some shape or form. And you want to know why that is because when you create an ebook and you see how much fucking money there is to be made from an ebook, you just want to keep going and growing. You want to help more people because people are asking for the next step. That's one. You feel so inspired to want to help, to teach, to help, to all the things. but you also see the potentiality from a fucking ebook. When I sold Insta-Worthy Photos ebook, I have so many programs, I always get them confused. I don't know how that happens. I have an ebook that I wrote 2 years ago. When I wrote that book, I remember that weekend, and maybe I should talk about this like in a different time, but whatever, fuck it, I'm just gonna say it now, and then I'll maybe say it again later. I was wondering, like, okay, my ebook is coming out. Should I have a goal? Like, what would make me feel like good or okay selling my first weekend? And then I remember I called my mom, called my brother, called my bestie, asked Ben. I'm like, what do you think is like a reasonable number? Is it 100? Is it 50? Is it 20? Is it 1,000? Like, and they all gave me fucking different answers. But two of them said, I believe, like something like, as long as you sell something, and like that was like the way I felt towards it. I'm like, I don't really like have expectation. Like whatever fucking happens, like I'm fucking happy with. Like I always like to set goals, but I'm like, I don't even know how to fucking gauge this because I've never written a fucking book before. And then the first day, I'm gonna say that I sold 40. And the book was like $24. And I was like, what? Like, that's fucking crazy. I want to do the math real quick because actually, yeah, for the sake of life. So my book was $24. Wait, I have a calculator in front of me. Why is it double typing? 40. Yeah, so that's like $960. And I was like, what the fuck? Like that, it was crazy to me. It like blew my fucking mind. Like I didn't know what to expect. Like, what are people gonna think? Like, is Kim Cohn an author? Like, no. Like, I didn't know what the fuck to think. But like, I made $1,000, and I do want to say that I made more than $1,000 because there was an upsell on the next page where I actually sold people my Lightroom presets. People that purchased my book got an opportunity to buy my Lightroom preset at a really good fucking deal. And I remember that day it was 93% conversion rate, which I was like, what in the fuck is happening? And I didn't expect that. I didn't know, dude. So I do know that like it was way more than 1,000. But I was like, whoa, hold on. Like, I think that I just like opened a portal of like something that I don't even fucking know. Like, I'm so grateful that so many people are like willing to learn how to take like photos for me and how to like do what it is that I do. The next day, I don't remember what I sold. 30, 40, I don't know. And I was like, yo, this is crazy, right? But there were things that I had to learn in that process of creating that book that if I would have just jumped into a fucking course, I probably wouldn't have fucking learned. And I probably, like, truthfully, honestly, like, I think that I would have fucking failed if I didn't create my ebook and I just went to a fucking course. Because courses are a bigger risk for people. They cost more money. And it's like, but people have never seen you like educate before. Now, in my case, obviously it's different. But I didn't educate on these things. I educated on other things, right? But I feel like if I would have had a course, I probably would have sold like 1 or 2 or nothing, and I would have fucking gave up and never created a digital product again. But there were lessons that I had to learn in writing an ebook. And also like that feeling of like success, of like, oh my God, I'm so proud of myself. Oh my God, this feels so good. Oh my God, I get to help all these people. And then they like read the book, do the work, come and tell me. And I'm like, what? Like, this is fucking so cool. But when I saw how much my book helped people, and when I saw how much I was selling and how many people like trusted me, it made me want to keep going. And I was like, oh my God, hold on. Okay, what if I create a course? And then she did. And that was called Insta-Worthy Filters. So the book was called Insta-Worthy Photos. The book was called Insta-Worthy Filters. And because people bought the book, oh, thank you, you're so sweet. I'm really excited for you too. Robin joined the 5-figure ebook, and it gets to be really fun. And she's like, you're always so motivating. And I'm so excited, Kim. I'm so excited for you. And so when I saw what was possible from an ebook, I was like, holy shit, wait, what? Okay, like definitely creating a course on giving people the next step after you start taking, beautiful Instagrammable pictures, like what's the next step, right? And I wanted to create, I was very specific and I had a lot of intention in how I created this. I wanted to teach people how to create amazing Instagrammable pictures from their iPhone, like really professional, all the things, like by themselves, not needing a professional photographer, like learning all the skill sets, not needing anybody, shooting with like by themselves through their phone, high quality photos, professional photography. And then I sold them my Lightroom presets, which was basically photo filters, which was my other digital product. And then I'm like, okay, now that they have this, now that they know how to take great pictures and they kind of already know and see what my filters are like, how about now I give back and teach them how to fucking make money from their amazing fucking pictures and their skill sets. And that got to feel so fulfilling, creating Insta-Worthy Filters. And I'm obviously so fucking passionate about that course. And it's like literally all I fucking talked about last year. And that course was released in 2022, I think. Is that truth? Hold on. Yeah, it is. It was almost a year ago. What am I thinking? Just know something about me. I have no fucking concept of time and space, like ever. I don't know what day it is, what time it is, like whatever. I'm in like the 4D all the time. And it felt so good to have that energy exchange of like, now I'm going to teach people how to make money for themselves with the skill sets that they learned from me. So fucking rewarding. And then that went really successful. And I'm like, okay, like this gets to be really fun. But I feel like if I didn't create my ebook, like maybe people would have been like, what the fuck is Insta-Worthy Filters? Like, why would I sign up for that? Why do I need that? Right? Like, so for sure. I hope this was like inspiring and motivating. And again, like, how do I sell my digital products? I create content around them for free on here. And, you use hashtags, you have your followers, there's trending sounds, people like see your shit, like strangers start to follow you and keep getting messages. Creating the digital product is like one thing. And in the 5-figure ebook, I teach you how to write a book in a fucking day. I also have a lesson that's called Collapsing Time, where I teach you like how to really break it down. And the fudge out. Someone tried calling me and I think that they messed up my live. I really hope that they did not. Robin, can you hear me? Someone out there in the universe? Is it still working? God damn it. Nobody fucking call me ever again in your life. I hate fucking phone calls. Just text me, bro. It was actually a number that I don't know. Okay, it's fine. Good. Cool. It's like, did we just delete like an hour worth of footage? What was I saying? Oh, hold on. Okay. It was weird for a minute. Okay, cool. Time collapsing and the best strategy to write an ebook. That's all inside of the 5-figure ebook. And with that being said, I love you guys so much. I'm going to go and make sure that none of this got deleted. I love you guys. If you want to join the 5-figure ebook, you're more than welcome to. There's always links everywhere. Just look for descriptions or go to the bio or things like that. Please, for heaven's sake, stop scrolling through other people's shit. Start fucking creating your own content, for the love of God. Start creating content that makes you fucking money, okay? Can we talk about that? That's what we were talking about. That's where I ended it. Start creating content that's gonna make you money. And like by posting one thing every single day, it like comparts on top of each other. And over time, you have all this content. And then that's how things get to become passive income. When people start seeing your shit in different places because it's trending sound here and it's trending hashtag here and somebody searched this fucking thing and all of a sudden, you have like 30 pieces of content or even more about that topic and you get to make money. So please scroll through people's shit for like a minute, but like also if you're gonna scroll through people's shit, just like create content, like create like a duality of like energy exchange. You don't get it, but I'm telling you, as a person who understands energy, scrolling through people's shit drains your energy field. Creative energy, creating content, that gets to make you money too, which is a bonus, things that you love to do. Creative energy, that's filling up your field. Creating content that inspires people, that helps people, fills up your field. It does not take away. It might seem like the opposite, but it's not. Get it? Got it? Good. I love you guys. Have a great day. And let me know if you have any questions. Bye. How do I end this?